Not many golf courses that have a runway cutting through it. So, got to take a look at this one. One of the holes here have a name. Par 5, Green Giant. The course itself was built in the late 60s, built in 1969. Let's take a look at this facility that has the airport cutting right through it. Designed by the owner of the golf course himself, John Gammon, and Betty Gammon began to construct their dairy farm into a golf course in the late 60s. Now, they had this property since 1788, and I tell you what, converting it into a golf course slash airport system, I think is pretty awesome and needs to be on everyone's radar inside the Philadelphia and New York City area. I work in aeronautics, so it's very close to me. So zooming on into this facility, I felt like it had everything one would need to have an experience and also play some golf. And here at Butter Valley, it got its name because of its dairy farm. It was throwing me off a little bit. I figured they would be highlighting the aeronautic side of this golf course, but rest assured, when we walked in, it was bright and vibrant. Fortunately, we didn't have the right camera going. We got the GoPro 8, so the footage wasn't as vibrant as I normally would have had on some of these footage videos. And the course is located in Barto, Pennsylvania. It has ties to the dairy farm since the 1700s, when they decided to convert it into a golf course, but still have the airport affiliated with the property there. Now, I tell you what, walking on in, expectations were very high.
Hey, how are you? It's probably the coolest golf course I've ever seen.
And I maybe have to stand by that comment after visiting about 255 golf courses so far at the time of this filming. It still has the hangar, but there's another hangar where they keep the airplanes, still located on the property. The course itself stretches 6,534 yards from those back tees. They're calling them orange. If we were to go to the white tees, where most of my shots took place, it's 5,880 yards. The hardest hole on the course is number 6, even though it stretches 330 yards. It's challenging. We're going to go to that hole, but we're going to do this in order of number 1 through 9. I only snuck out and played 9 holes. It was very windy this day, so we didn't get to see any of the small aircraft actually land, but nonetheless, I love this course. Each one of those holes are an individual name. You still have parts of the farm that are sitting there today. That was the hangar where they keep the aircraft, and they still have some aircraft just laying around that aren't going to be flying anytime soon, maybe even used for scraps. The course, well, it's the fall time, so there's a lot of leaves. It's not as bright as I would have liked in the summertime. It's a little bit of a trip, but we had to switch it up and get over here once when we figured out there's an actual aircrafts that are flying through the course at all times. Sometimes you see them close to an airport. You don't ever see them cutting through the course. At least I haven't played one in my life. If you know any others, let us know down in the comment section. It's got that fun feel. You can get a water for $1. It's cheap. More importantly, it is affordable. The Twilight Raid, I don't think was over $30. I don't like to talk about the price as much because by the time you read this, it might even increase 20-30%. Unfortunately, just the way it goes. But the course has been well maintained. It has those fun characteristics, multiple bridges that you're cutting through. It's 1960s built. I don't know if there's help from other major golf designers in building this. I would have loved to dug in with the golf owner. He was kind of running around at the time. There was even talks about getting on a plane at one point. I don't know if he was pulling my chain or not. If you have that experience, let us know down in the comment section because that's interesting. I don't think they would be throwing people on a plane prior to going out there. But working in aeronautics and how impressive I was that multiple people there had pilot's license that were working there, it's definitely a possibility, but you can hear the wind cutting through this day. There was no planes landing. The only thing that was landing was maybe a couple putts. I didn't play as well as I would have liked to. I think the course is worth the trip. It's about an hour and 10 minutes tops from Philadelphia. And if you're coming from New York City, I would think at least an hour and a half. Pace of play, 4 hours. So it's still affordable, quick round for anyone that's willing to make the trip and pay the price on the turnpike. Nevertheless, I think the course deserves to be up there with its Google rating of being extremely high. Hopefully, you can experience this and agree with me here with the Parfessor, bringing you knocking on the doors and trying to figure out where is the best public golf course in your area. That's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Parfessor.